Did you know that the current world population is 7.9 billion as of May 2022? Which is according to the recent United Nations estimate. And thus, these 7.9 billion people know about global warming. Do they even care about global warming? This video includes the question: what is global warming? What are the causes of global warming? What are its effects? As an engineer, how can we contribute in solving this problem? And another question is, as an individual, how can we contribute in solving this problem? And finally, what can you recommend to the officials to contribute to the United Nations SDG 30? These will be the questions that will be answered. And my name is John, and we will now start. Let's go. What is global warming? According to Climate NASA Gov, global warming is the long-term heating of Earth's climate system, observed since the pre-industrial period. Due to the human activities, primarily fossil fuel burning, which increases heat-trapping greenhouse gases level in Earth's atmosphere. The term is frequently used interchangeably with the term climate change. So, next is, what are the causes of global warming? According to the article that was published by Worldwide Fund, these are the causes of global warming: burning of fossil fuels, deforestation and tree clearing, agriculture and farming, and some energy sources that we use. So as for burning fossil fuels, when we burn fossil fuels like coal and gas to create electricity or power or cars, we release carbon dioxide into the atmosphere. Deforestation and tree clearing. Plants and trees play an important role in regulating the climate because they absorb carbon dioxide from the air and release oxygen back into it. Agriculture and farming. Animals, livestock like sheep and cattle. When livestock graze at a large scale, as in Australia, the amount of methane is produced is as big as a contributor to global warming. So next is, what are its effects to the natural and built environment? According to NRDC, due to increased temperatures, the water levels of the earth is slowly rising. Rising temperatures also worsen air pollution by increasing ground level ozone, which is created when pollution from cars, factories, and other sources react to sunlight and heat. As land and sea undergo rapid changes, the animals that inhabit them are doomed to disappear if they don't adapt quickly enough. So next is, as an engineer, how can we contribute in solving this problem? According to engineering training, engineering will often use reverse engineering to solve problems. For example, by taking things apart to determine an issue, finding a solution, and then putting the object back together again. Engineers know how things work, and so they constantly analyze things and discover how they work. For example, ACOM has developed a total carbon metric methodology for office developments that assess the carbon impacts of a building across a range of emission sources. The metric looks at carbon emissions from on-site demolition and construction, the embodied carbon in the materials, the carbon emitted during the operation of the building from electricity and gas consumption, staff transport to and from work, and waste sent to the landfill. So next, as an individual, how can we contribute in solving this problem. According to northwestern.edu, as an individual, we can contribute in solving the problem by doing simple things such as avoid products with a lot of packaging. You can save like 1,200 pounds of carbon dioxide if you reduce your garbage by 10%. Next is plant a tree. A single tree will absorb 1 ton of carbon dioxide over its lifetime. Next is turn off electronic devices. Simply turning off your television, DVD player, stereo, and computer when you're not using them will save you 1,000 pounds of carbon dioxide a year. And next is recycle more. You can save up to 2,400 pounds of carbon dioxide per year by recycling just half of your household waste. So next is drive less. Walk or bike, carpool, or take a mass transit more often. You'll save 1 pound of carbon dioxide for every mile you don't drive. So next is, if you can talk with the newly elected officials of the Philippines, what recommendations can you give them so that the country can contribute to the United Nations SDG 13? According to WCYD Earth, if I can talk to the newly elected local officials, I would tell them that to use more sustainable transport. Like instead of using your car, you should walk, cycle, or using public transport instead of using your own car. Next is use less energy. Switch off electrical devices at wall plug sources when not in use. Stop paper bank statements to reduce forest destruction. The wood will be used to make paper. That is all. Thank you for watching and see you next time. Bye bye.